Hello, my name is Nathan Peterson. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. Today we're going to talk about relationship OCD, also known as ROCD. Before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm posting videos every single week on different mental health issues, such as OCD, anxiety, depression, panic, and many others. So relationship OCD is a subset of OCD. This is where an individual may be consumed with doubts of their relationship. They may question their love for their partner. They may question their attraction to their partner. They may question the compatibility they have with their partner. And they may even question their partner's love for them. Having doubts, questions, and concerns about your relationship is actually normal. Those who suffer with ROCD, it takes those normal doubts that we all have and can turn them into irrational thoughts and a lot of jumping to conclusions. So there are two types of ROCD. One is relationship focused and the other is partner focused. With relationship focused, this is where the person will focus on the relationship. Pretty ironic name, huh? When they're thinking about the relationship, they may think, is this good enough? Is this right? Is this the right person for me? I see other couples going out, they're having fun, they're going on vacation, they're cuddling, they're holding hands, they're more intimate. Maybe I'm not in the right relationship. When it comes to partner focused, this is where an individual will focus on their partner. They may obsess about their partner's appearance, the way they talk, their intelligence, their mannerisms, and how they behave with other people. They find flaws with their partner's appearance. Is their hair too long? Is their hair too short? Is it the right color? Are they too fat? Are they too thin? Are they strong? Are they not strong enough? They may focus on certain body parts such as their nose, their mouth, their eyes, their ears, their chin, their cheeks, their shoulders, their legs, their feet. And their brain may question, is this something I can handle for the rest of my life? When they're finding flaws with intelligence, they are thinking about how they talk. Do they talk with an accent? Do they talk with great grammar? Are they reading the right books? Why are they spending so much time on Facebook? Instagram's the new thing. They may question someone's intelligence based off of who they talk to, who their friends are. They question sometimes, is my partner loud enough when they talk? Are they too soft? Their mannerisms, they seem to talk a lot with their hands. Is that okay? When they drink water, they seem to drink the wrong way. I drink with all my fingers on the glass. They drink with 2 fingers up. Is that all right? These are all the obsessions that individuals who have ROCD struggle with. A lot of the obsessions are in the person's head. Instead of something physical that they are doing, they're having these intrusive thoughts, wondering, questioning, doubting about their partner. They even think, would this person be better with somebody else? They smiled at that other person. They probably like them better than me. The person who's suffering with ROCD may say, would I be happier with somebody else? Do I love them? Do they love me? So just like any other OCD, we know there's the obsessions, there's also the compulsions. So what do you think those look like? What I find in ROCD is that a lot of the compulsions are based on checking or mental review. They are checking, they are testing themselves to make sure they love their partner, to make sure that the thing that they perceive as a flaw maybe isn't really a flaw. They're comparing themselves to other people. They're comparing their partner to other people. They may be even asking someone else, hey, do you think this relationship is good for me? They may ask a religious leader, hey, do you think that we should get married? Do you think we'll be okay? They may be analyzing. They may be looking at their partner. For some people, they may be looking away from their partner. They don't want to see when their fingers are up like this when they're drinking, because this makes them doubt. This makes them have those intrusive thoughts that they don't want to have. What it all seems to come down to is that individuals are questioning if they need to be in this relationship or not, if the flaws that they are seeing are normal or if they're not. And with any OCD, usually the person needs to find some type of certainty. They need to know for sure that things are okay. So you think about every relationship that you've been in. Have you ever had that 100% certainty? Probably not. We go into any relationship hoping that things are going to be okay. And yes, we can be cautious. We can be okay looking for things or red flags that might make it so the relationship isn't great in the future. But when it comes to ROCD, it takes these little shreds and blows them up. Some common misconceptions that individuals may have with ROCD, sometimes they feel that the relationship needs to be 100% all the time. Instead of the relationship evolving over time and you growing together, it's got to be 100% all the time. Another misconception is once you find that one person for you, that person you're supposed to be with forever, you shouldn't feel an attraction to somebody else. You shouldn't have to question if they're the right one for you. Many individuals, when going into a relationship, are thinking about finding the one. This is the one person destined for me that I'm supposed to be with my whole life and maybe after this life. So why am I doubting? So why am I questioning? A lot of the time I see that when individuals get into a relationship, the ROCD doesn't start right off the bat. Instead, this may take some time. I find that once the pressure starts getting put on the relationship of like commitment, marriage, kissing, holding hands, whatever it might be, that all of a sudden their brain's like, wait a second, you're going a little bit further than maybe you're comfortable with. And you need to start questioning. You need to start doubting. You need to start looking for those red flags, which is great, which is normal. That's what we do. But when it comes to ROCD, this causes immense anxiety for the individual. The thoughts won't stop. They just keep coming. It's not a thought like, wow, they chew their ice really loud. I hope I can deal with that the rest of my life. And then 5 seconds later, man, they're still chewing that ice. Are you sure you can deal with that the rest of your life? Man, they're chewing that ice. Do they do that around other people? Maybe they're not intelligent because they chew their ice. They should know better. They should know that they don't chew their ice. Look how loud they're being. And when the ice chewing's over, they could think about this 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, 2 days later, 10 days later. This could be the thought that comes in their head and won't leave. So they've got to constantly check and wonder if they need to be in that relationship or not. Because you think about it, with our brains, with the information that we get, when we feel a certain way, when we think a certain way, why would we not follow through? That's how ROCD traps people. So what do you think the treatment is? Typically the treatment for this is exposure and response prevention. The goal is to help somebody not figure it out, but to live a little bit more uncertain about the fears, about the doubts, about the questioning. That if it's the ice chewing that's really that thing that is stuck in their head, their spouse or their significant other is probably going to be chewing a lot of ice. And while you're watching that, you're like, this is so great. I love when they're chewing that ice. This is wonderful. Hope it lasts all day long. I may or may not be making the right choice with this relationship. We will see in the future. But don't worry, I'm going to create a whole separate video on how to do treatment for ROCD. So let me know in the comments, do you struggle with ROCD? Is this a new concept for you? What are some things that have helped you? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so. You're missing out. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching. With relation, a lot of the sessions, some common is some, wow, they choose their, also, if you haven't subscribed to me,